It is me. Hello, guys. It is I. I am here. I don't know how loud the music is. I'm going to just test that here. But for those who may be seeing this, we are going to be doing some TCG Shop Simulator. Now, I don't have any of the mods yet, just because I don't want to make an account for Nexus. That's kind of dumb. But I will eventually. The mainstream, as you can tell by today's title, is we're going to be playing this, and we're going to be reviewing this from the perspective of somebody who's actually worked in a card shop. And we're just going to kind of talk about my past experiences, talk about horror stories, answer your guys' questions. So make sure to leave some in the comment section, and I will try to get my view on it. Now, playing this, I don't have multiple displays, so I won't be able to see your messages right away. So if you want your question answered, please use the soundboard below, and I'll hear it, and I'll check my phone and see your messages and stuff. But with that, I'm going to go check the audio, make sure it's not too loud on your end, and then we will unmute ourselves in the call with Glenn, or Udpick as he is called. So give me one momento. We will get right to it. Stream manager. Oh, I want to see my video. There we go. One, two, 1, 2. Ah, we're good. The game has like, or the audio at least, has like a 10-second delay on my end. So, fun. So yeah, that, I think we are good to go. And we're going to go get ourselves back into the chat here. Oh, I should probably also post my message here. There we go. Okie dokie. Let's go. Wow. Hello.
Hello.
There.
I'm just doing papuletas.
Papoleta. Yeah. If you don't hear me talking for a bit, it's probably because I muted my microphone to answer a question or tell a story, so I don't interrupt your stream.
Yeah, no worries. And letting customers know who runs the place. Context, as mentioned, Hellcat is doing the TCG game.
Yeah, TCG
I kid
Shop
English.
Simulator.
I swear I kid English. I think there's like mods for it too.
There is, but Nexus Mods wants you to make an account in order to download them.
So if you wanted to do like a Pokemon one.
Yeah, the Pokemon one, but there's also a Fee Shoujo one.
Okay.
Be kind of cool if they made it so that later on, once it's fully released, you can have multiple games. So you can have things
Yeah.
like Pokemon and like Magic and stuff. Yeah. This is our shop. This has a question mark on it.
Have it have the question mark in it. Make it more fun.
The question mark is just saying, hey, an item's not priced.
Okay.
So, talk. That's the thing. That's the thing we'll get right into here. Let me open the shop here, but we will get right into it. And I already have some things to talk about. Wait.
Oh, Paula, thanks for the follow.
I am
Anyway.
dying. Wait. But yes, things fucked up. As we've seen, as I was trying to show off my store, you can see a bunch of people just standing at the front. My time working in a place like that, that was a thing that would usually always happen. You know, especially like say a pre-release of something, or like especially like New Comic Book Day, because it was a comic store that was also a gaming store. That was like kind of our hybrid version. Won't say the name of it. Excuse me, but yeah. So that would be a thing that you'd always rush in. You know, you're like 5 minutes, 10 minutes early, so you can set all the stuff up. You know, new books, and you just have people staring at you through the window. Or on Box Day, people try to be coming in because it's, you know, winter in Canada. They'd be like, "Let me in because it's too cold," and then they just shovel the stuff into a secret spot and then go wait by the door. You're just like, "Fuck." Another thing this game doesn't do is if you set your currency to Canadian money, because of how the game is set up, I'll just pause it. Because of how the game is set up, it doesn't allow money changing. If I can kind of explain that way, like it doesn't convert properly from American. So in Canada, we don't have pennies. So I don't know if the game acknowledges that later on when it does the end day, but if you're playing with your local currency and you don't have like specific coins like 50 cents, 25 cents, you're probably going to be constantly hitting negative unless your people start buying a lot in credit. So that's one thing I would like to see them change, is have a small update or even just like a DLC you can download off their site for free that's proper currency for your country. That would be pretty neato. It also doesn't help that the market pricing in here is unrealistic. Like the value of what you're pulling out of the packs versus how much you're paying for them. That's not how it works, and we will we'll get into detail about how pricing and stuff like that works once I actually get the game running. But I don't want to keep just pausing the game to rant on every little thing I see when there's a bunch of customers and gameplay that I can be doing in the game. So we'll resume, we'll play for a bit, and then at the end of the day, I think that's when we will go into our tirades and answer questions.
I got a Warhammer one, if that counts.
Well, you can do that if you want.
Okay.
But
all right.
I mean, for my end, like, answer questions about the shop life. I'm not going to do it until my shop's closed.
Why the heck did Shadow Sun decide to destroy Khan's bike? I don't like it.
Because he went too fast.
That's what white scars do! They're Hellcats. They're meant to go fast. It's like saying, oh, Blood Angels, they don't... Or no, it's like saying anything with Nurgle, they don't get stinky.
Do I need any more stock? I'm good for now. Though
When will Vec be out of Kamarog to get some action in of getting people?
No, let's do it this way. 0.5.
Eh.
0.5. Well, whatever.
Talk to you so I could get your the thing. Is that show still running?
I think so.
Last I remember, they did a skit of like Overwatch of people like having fantasies of Widowmaker. Yeah, RoboChuckin actually did that.
They did. Can you blame them?
You're not wrong. Right. Now back to Orbis so that I could take care of Zakum.
I might just put on some of my own music in the background.
Yep.
It's the same sort of, it's the same song that overlaps over and over.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pause and change the music. Get rid of the music. Oh, that's loud. There we go. There we go. I'm just gonna pull up some music. Forgive me, computer, for I am about to sin.
Right. Off to first Zakum.
Zakum. More like Hackum.
Heh. And then Horntail, I think?
Yep.
Yeah, Horntail. Roman.
I got some going.
Can't go wrong with some music while streaming.
Yep.
I think Noah unfollowed. If it's one of those kind of people, which I wouldn't be surprised.
What?
Or do you think I should do 5 minutes? I'll do 5 minutes. See how that goes.
5 minutes for what?
So Twitch has this thing where it's like, if you're annoyed by bots or spammers, you could have it where it's followers only,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
could, yeah. I don't, there's no such thing as 5 minutes. 10 minutes is the minimum.
Yeah. I think
And
I
then
have mine
there's-
just set default to followers.
Okay.
So
I'll do
the bots
0
are gonna
minutes.
try to message me. At least you give me a follow.
I did 0 minutes for any followers.
Yeah. Oh, man, playing red card.
I was watching somebody else on Twitch.
Frick, frick, frick.
I mean, it is beta, so... Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, yes. So I was watching somebody else I was watching somebody else playing that game. And I was saying to myself, what if they did a hard mode where you had to, like, be a judge for that place and, like, having to like, sell banned cards, and they had like their own formats.
The game does have formats already in it, and they are talking about introducing, like, people can play with their collections and stuff and have in-game, like, there's in-game events you can run. There's no
Okay.
judging yet, but all that stuff is coming,
Okay.
or is already in. Oh, there's a stinky guy coming.
Oh, stinky.
I will say quickly, because I can. Man, that guy, he always gets me because he reminds me of somebody. You'll know who it is if I send you a picture. But what can I call it? I got distracted. Oh yeah, the amount of stinky people you get in this game is way too high.
Really?
Compared to real life, yeah. At least in my experience. We don't live in like a really well. I guess we do. Our climate can be really cold or really hot, so but still, haven't had it that bad.
Very good and very bad. I agree.
Yeah. Stock order. What can we buy? Bubble heat. Accessories. We definitely need that. We definitely need that. And that. There we go.
I know where to go. All right. That's Horntail, the boss.
Excuse me. Oh, hello. Not move well. Just where is you? Now get out of here. If I had hangers, it would be nice.
Why would you need haters?
Because for card sleeves.
Okay. Oh, shelves.
Yeah, like the hangers that stick on the slack board or whatever it's called. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Sorry, people, I will be right with you. Do that. Market price. Done. That. Market price. Done. There we go.
I feel like that person might be in a bot. I'm not 100% sure. Truth be told. Probably not.
Bing, bing.
Oh, well.
Huzzah.
The fun has been doubled. Yeah, Bingus. Yup, Angus.
Yeah, Bingus. Oh, you have a credit card, Mr. Fancy Pants over here. Mr. Fancy Pants.
Fancy
Okay. What what can I say? Since it's like now chilled here and we got a lot of customers coming in, as I say, that's another thing you'll learn. Especially in stores like this, the rules of two. There's always two staff members. But when you think you're about to go for lunch or go for a break or something, you go now or forever hold your peace, because if you dilly-dally for more than 2 minutes after stating that statement out loud, a wave of customers will come.
Yep.
You will not be able to leave.
Nope.
But as I was saying, I guess I can kind of get into some of the stories here now. First things we've noticed when I play this, I have played the demo, and then I played like the first couple of days just to start up the game, just so I could get it ready for the DLC or the mods. But from what I've noticed, the card pack pricing and how you price in this game is definitely off compared to what it normally is. But again, this is also based off your country. Everything's gonna be a little bit different. Same with singles here. The way how I have it set up is for what that sort of stand is how you would kind of normally see it. If not preferred, you'd probably have it in front of the till so you can look straight ahead and see it. But you always you would never have the case open so people can just grab the cards. I'm going to turn the light off on these guys so I don't waste electricity. They can stay and play. But yeah, so you'd have them visible because then people just don't snag them. There has been a major issue with card theft in our local area, in the major city that's beside it, and ours and all the other corresponding cities. So I highly recommend for anyone who's kind of looking into setting up a shop like this, I would personally have a enclosed case with really good like glass and locks that are either the counter where the till is or right beside it. So like I'd stand it like right here, and then have this be a vault of sorts, or have a bar that you can lock on it and you can wheel the cart of cards into there. Or as you might see like those cigarette shops where they have the little thing you can wheel up and down to cover the cigarettes, have one of those. Besides that, everything else you've seen the pricing. So as you can see here, normally a booster pack for like say just basic Magic or Pokemon is usually about like at the time I was doing it, it was like about say like $5, so it was like $4.95 or something like that, or $4.50 depending on the company. And you have your sort of like your markup, your profit margin there. And how we were doing it, it was about like 40 something percent. You didn't want to go below like 47 or something. Now another smart way to do this is in how shops do it is all different, but how we would do it is how we used to do it. Again, for those who may know me in real life, please do not use this information for further purposes or nefarious reasons, because people know people and I don't need that drama. So I'm going in this with trust. I know it's a bad idea, but here we are. But the idea is you kind of want to find what your market is. How we used to do it is the booster box would be heavily discounted. Like this was a lot easier, especially again using Magic references. We did sell a bunch of different card games, but how you normally do it is, and all these are going to be Magic unless they state otherwise, is you would charge the booster box to basically you're just making your money back. That's because a lot of game stores around you, they were doing it that way, and when WotC was directly shipping it to people, it was like a set cost, it was all equal and fair, whereas now they have a third party, and because of this, I'm set to invisible. Why is it? I don't know why it's here. Give me a second. I don't know why it's doing that. Anywho, back and pop. Oh, there we go. So how you do it is you would grab a booster box and you'd mark it fairly low, making your dollars basically back on this. And
All right.
whereas your booster packs, you'd price, you know, to match or higher. So like basically everyone was like $5. Back in the day when WotC was actually selling as the main supplier, you could do like 4 for $5 or 4 for 25, something like that. And then of course your sleeves and stuff would be by things. And then of course also you'd use many websites to kind of match your singles. So you're basically making your money on individual packs, and you're making your costs back on booster boxes, because those booster boxes are going to be most of the time cracked open anyways for the packs, or to open to make binders, which I hope to see they do that in this game in the future, where you can have set binders to have your bulk and stuff, or just like a bulk drawer. There's also, you know, have customers who pre-order, and that kind of gets them in at that cheap, and they'll buy more extra stuff and like pre-release boxes. That's kind of like in our initial thought what I can talk about and kind of just ramble on about kind of the differences between the game and this. So we're gonna go and start with the next day here.
Ooh.
We made money instead of losing money.
As card shops do.
Well, you don't, as I've been told, you go into this business not because you want to make money, but because you like it.
Yeah.
You do not make a profit in a card shop or a hobby shop. You make and that's not to say you don't make anything. Like once you pass that first year or two and you don't close, you'll start like actually making, as the owner, you'll actually, and you're pretty decent at it, and so your reputation's high.
Yeah.
You will make money, pretty okay money. But yeah, you're not like Walmart money. You're You're living in your house and you get food and buy the stuff you need for your shop. She is what you would call hobby pretty.
Yes.
Not to say she's not pretty, but like this character model. Hobby pretty is described as a girl in real life you would see, not you, what did I do? Is somebody, and this can be a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. Love knows no gender, to quote S.A.O. Abridged. But the idea is a person that would look normally like not attractive, socially attractive, out on the streets or in a club or something, but when they enter a like a game store, a hobby store, a place that's generally full of like quote unquote nerds, they would look like a 10 or like at least like a 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
To be that crude of a system. That's what hobby pretty, or like whatever, many different words for it.
Yeah.
It just came in my head when I was rambling. I remember hearing somebody else talk about it.
Okay.
Let's see, what do we need? So another thing
Munchkin
you do.
cat.
No, that's another thing you do in this sort of thing is take a look at your shelf. See, we have 3 here. Normally this would take about a week to get to us. So it comes in instantly. So it's like I should order more, because by the time I order, all those are going to be gone. So.
Alright, fine, a snow leopard.
No.
Why not?
You don't have the license, we don't have a backyard.
I mean, the capacity, we could just evict these people.
You need like a backyard with a cage. Okay, let's get some more supplies. So we need more of this. Excuse me. Get some dice. Dice. Actually, we're already at 223. Ooh. Less boost boxes. Alright. Purchase. Hello, dude.
Alright. What to do?
Joys. I remember also doing this like by myself where you gotta restock everything and then also people coming in. But normally the people that bring you your stock don't leave it outside your door. There we go. Oh.
There might be something that I might want rebirth.
I've never known of a game store to sell like axe. There's one place I know that sold like handmade soap, but that was like a local thing.
Yeah.
But everywhere else, no one ever really selling like spray can stuff.
Right.
Well, let's open
I
up
might
some
do it.
packs, I guess.
I think I might rework. I don't know.
What?
Oh, because I got like 3 rebirth cube or mystical cubes that just do resets every time, and you could get like something good or something bad out of it.
We're not up our hourly. $1.
I don't know. It'll come to me. I know it will.
Hi, baby girl. We got a little bunch.
So lately, with her, there's something cute going on with her.
What?
So you know the couch spot in between the living room and the kitchen?
Yeah.
Say for instance I lay down, right?
Yeah.
She comes up and just asks for pets immediately.
As is tradition. What? Really? Hello. Hello, Snookum Boppers. She stares at me menacingly.
Cute lady.
Turn. Bye. Hi, cat. Oh, baby. been fed. Did your litter box take care? Does it block? Do you need water? What
No.
do you need?
I took care of her litter box earlier today. Ooh, is that catnip ball around?
She hasn't been touching it.
Maybe we could try some more.
What? Is it because I'm sitting down? Yes, hi, cat. What? Really? What? I know you're there.
You have a laser pointer by her?
No.
No? I think there should be one or two near me.
That's another thing too, quickly on here to say is these gaming tables, unless we're running an event for prizing, or you know, it's a special event where the game that you're running the special event for gives you stuff for it.
Yeah.
You normally don't charge an hourly fee to use it. You just have the tables there for them to use. Now, we had a lot of issues with people disrespecting the space, you know, like not cleaning it, making it messy, damaging it, and I could see. But yeah, it's
Remember the one game in Oh wait, you weren't there. Never mind.
well, it's a gaming cafe. That's a little different because you're not selling the games, you're renting the games in a gaming cafe.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you shaking your head at, brother?
Oh, excuse me.
Bonk. Pink. Oh, she's coming towards you now. Oh, now she's back. I spoke of the beast and she has returned.
You mean you spoke of the princess? Right?
So this is what I was meaning about the. This is what I was talking about, the value. So cards are usually priced, packs and stuff are priced based off of value. So again, this one is definitely the biggest for Magic. For those who play and bought packs, you'll understand this. You'll like your Modern Masters, you know, your big sets that are going to guarantee you the powerful cards are usually always worth a lot more, and sometimes even printed less. So like collector's edition and booster packs and stuff, there's a lot less of them circulated. So base the store is going to be paying, like, say, as an example, this might not be true. You're paying like $1 a pack for normal. They used to call them draft packs back in the day, or like the draft pack used to just be a booster pack. It'd be $1 per pack. You would probably charge, you know, at start you're charging like $2 because you know that flat 50% back. As an example, but say that set later on was you've learned when it was coming out, it's got, you know, better card quality in it, or you had it sitting in the back and they don't make any more and people want to really collect them because there's one or two cards that are worth, you know, a lot of money. So a shop will usually charge a higher amount based off that probability, usually looking at online sources, but a normal pack you're paying like $1.25 or something per pack in a box. The store is going to charge you, you know, it's going to charge you like $3.50 a pack. It's not value. That's like more comics, but like yeah, you kind of get the idea what I'm getting at. So if we open our next few packs here and they are all roughly around that, like, because we're charging $3, if they're roughly around that $6 value mark average, then theoretically you should business-wise be selling these packs at a like $4.95 to $5.95 value, or like $5.50 value, because that way people don't feel like they're getting ripped off, because you know they're getting their $5 of value back, and you're making, you know, money to get back. Every little extra dollar you can squeeze out of something is extra money to pay staff and building costs to keep you open. So let's go to the next one. We'll see what our estimated selling should be. So it's looking like the estimated value so far is about like, yeah. Alright, that dropped it. We got a 9, a 9, and a 3. Ooh. That one is a bad one. Alright, so it's looking like our average in the core set here in my game is looking at to be about a $3 value. Okay, so that's the $3 mark that we want to sell them at, or that $2 mark, that is reasonable. So yeah, that $3, $3.50 value mark so far seems to be the correct that you should, like, morally wise sell. Probably still at like $3.99 or $3.95 if you're in a more of a Walmart store, or $3.50 in a game store is what I'd sell these packs at. Or if you wanted to be rounded out, which a little secret tip in selling that I learned: don't do whole numbers unless it's like, say, a collectible, like, again, using an example of comic book in a bag on the wall, like, you know, a display comic that you're selling. Unless it's something like that, or a card in a display case. When it's sealed product, you want to do things that make it look cheaper, but after, you know, tax and all that other stuff, it'll add up anyways. So if you want to sell something for $4, you'd probably sell it for, like, say, a booster pack, you'd probably sell for $4.50, or if it's any other item, normally like $95, so it's like $4.95 to make it $5, so on and so forth. So yeah, more secrets from my brain. Don't know pickles. Alright, shelf has been sold out. So we're gonna go 550. 550.
550.
550. This one we're just gonna do $5. He's an angry little starfish. This one we're gonna do 4.50. 450. You can always do it 25 center. There's like 10 cents would be a common, yeah. 25. No. Just ignore the 3 cents on the end. We round down,
Not me.
It all depends on it. If it's like 202, you round down. If it's like 204 or 5, something like that, you round up.
But where I'm at, if it's like 03, it's 2 cents from 5.
Yeah, it's some dumb math. I remember they showed it in all the banks when it was introducing the removing of the penny. It's like if it's an odd number, it rounds up, or rounds down. If it's an even number, it rounds up.
Yeah.
So dumb. Usually, if it's 4 or lower, it should round down. If it's 5 or higher, it should round up. That's how normal math does it.
Yeah.
$2 on you. 1.50. There we go. Now on to the next day. Yeah. Anyways, next day. Alright. Let's open. We're aiming for that set 2. That's another thing too that they do on here. I don't know, maybe it's in their, wherever they made this is their local thing of it, or they're just using it, the resource from the shop, the supermarket simulator. But you don't pay a fee, a licensing fee to sell stuff. That's usually you just when you open up a store, you get in contact with suppliers in your region or your country, and sometimes they might, like for Pokemon stuff or direct sales, they'll ask for, you know, a business ID, a business account, stuff to make sure that you're official and legit. And then they'll set you up with an account manager or a dude that will call you or message you from time to time and tell them what you want. And they'll charge you for it, you know, send you a bill, you pay for it later. And yeah, that's how it usually works. You never have to buy the right to buy the thing. Again, it might just be from their supermarket game or wherever they do it from. Maybe that's how they sell stuff. But yeah. Ooh, what card are you paid in loonies. Oh my god. I'm today years old and I understand what loony stands for.
Oh?
Loon money.
Yeah.
A loony. I am smart, I swear.
It's like with me in my Warhammer tournament yesterday, where I remembered that the Repulsor Executioner has an ability that if I'm aiming at a unit or a model, if it's below half strength, I add 1 to hit. And I went up against a little couple Stompas, and one of them was below half strength. I lost, and then I remembered after losing that effect happened.
It's Claire Redfield. Oh, there we go.
Ooh, there it is.
This game very much gives me the vibes of like what a kid would think of being in a shop was like when you like back in the day when they made those Fisher Price toys that were like work at McDonald's or a cash register supermarket thing.
Gotcha.
Because man, if any game shop was getting like this many people coming into their store constantly every day buying something every time they were in, man, they would be making bank.
Yeah.
People complaining about pricing. That is legit accurate. It's also more accurate when they complain about the price. They do it so you can actually hear them. Like they purposely say it so you can hear them. And then they still buy it anyways. And we can buy the rights to these booster packs.
I was going to say something, but I didn't want to get in trouble.
Oh, you're buying 2 cards. This is fine.
Oh, I know that meme. What's up?
No, it's just that's what one of the customers said when looking at the card sleeves.
Ah.
This is fine. Why are you paying with such big bills? They bought all my singles. price for this booster pack. There's more like it.
Okay.
$2.99. Can I be mean? This game lets me be mean with the prices. Something that we would never do. Oh, let's watch these force this. We're opening the rare packs.
Oh dear. Good luck.
$50 worth of cards. Oh, $170. So it looks like from the versions compared to the demo, cards seem to be a little bit more balanced.
Okay.
So like the basic boost pack would be your draft pack, so it's meant to be drafted and played with, whereas your rare pack is like the collector's booster or set booster of this world.
Okay. Okay, I can work with that.
Market prices dropped on that. It also, you'd like have people constantly just checking card prices, like you do it once a week on things that you know would fluctuate, especially if you play the game, you'll know your cards, so it's a lot easier to do.
Yeah.
Or you just hit like a thing like TCG stock and it will tell you cards when they pop up. You bastard. You couldn't.
What happened?
Again, he did not wait for me to finish putting cards away. As is tradition.
Right when you're saying something too.
Okay, nerds, it's getting close to store closing time. I want to see. I might do a actual play of this at some point where I just set all my prices to like a cent or $1. See how long it takes me to get back out of it. don't know why you nerds are sitting down. There's like, oh, again, this is traditional also. It's freaking closing time. Why are you guys sitting down to play games 15 minutes before closing? Get out.
You know what you should play?
Closing
In the-
time.
Closing time.
Closing time. It's the wrong card I wanted to place, but it will sell anyways. Okay, pleb, no one's coming. Leave.
Alright, I'm going to be right back.
How much is that? Air purifier? 500. I guess that's what we're saving up for next. Just check how much this is going for. 7. Okay, done. Ooh. Oh, because you're affecting the market by causing the sort of games being played. I see. Understandable. Get my 11. Never mind, I'll be back. No, let's do it. Hey, somebody bought the $100 card.
Ooh, nice.
Are people shaking their head at? $3.99 is too much for them. get it?
Nice.
Not a strong tap. Bye. Some of those. Okay, should piece of card box that we can get rid of. Actually, do this. Buy one of these. Accessories.
Okay.
Forget everybody's buying my cards.
As customers would.
Mouse is so freaking. When you're in a menu, the mouse is normal speed, but as soon as you're in camera mode, it's just zoom central.
Oh my god. Aw.
Ba-ba-ba-ba. We're McLovin' it.
Aw.
He's staring into my soul.
As a customer would.
We never really had people that would just stare at you.
I mean, where I'm at, yes, time to time.
Well, that's because of your job. It's Chinese video game Andrew Tate. Yeah, I like how they even have they have the debit machine of all time. That is a very iconic debit machine.
Yep.
Those motherfuckers, get out. Hey, you can do some last minute shopping. See, if a customer's like, I will literally in 2 seconds, I know what I need. It'll be, sure, you haven't cashed out, here you go. Unless they're like, yeah, we'll just do debit, then you'll be like, sure, I can do that.
Nice.
Goodbye. People. Why do you stab me like you're threatening me? What is this? Get out of here, you addicts. Alright, next day. Excuse me. Day 7. It's Friday. Or Sunday. Sunday. big lineup already. Imagine if they put in being able to buy card singles from players
Right?
or like other people who are playing this game.
Yeah.
I think it's time we open some packs. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Let's.
Really bad pack for what you can really get. Got our money back on that.
Nice.
Hey, let's go.
Got 4. So let's do. Back to relief. All right.
Be there percent. Got price things. Price all the things.
Price all the things.
There you go. Everything's been priced. Like,
And now they gotta pay the price. See what I did there?
they're paying the price. They named the price, now they're paying it.
So if I were to go to like a hobby store and I name for free, they gotta honor that, right?
Yeah, they usually honor it with the fist special. If you ask for that secret menu tip at any location, they'll give you a free special item. It's called a knuckle sandwich. Usually, it requires them, you know, clenching their fist, and then you receive it from them spawning it out of nowhere. Another thing too is in a store like this, their hours, you're never gonna see a shop every day of the week that's open, and if they are, it's never freaking like 8 a.m. to like 8 p.m. It's never 12-hour shifts. It's always like lunchtime to afternoon, or like morning to like a couple hours after lunch. Then the weekends they're usually open like the longest.
Yeah.
It's like the best way to maximize profit, because people are buying at these shops and stuff. They're out and about when, you know, school's out, you know, depending on your location where the shop's located, or they're out on the weekends and stuff, or they're at an event, which is usually after work. What cards are you buying?
Ooh.
There we go. I can tell a tale or two.
Ugh. quick breather.
Pay the bills. Bills paid. So we'll get right into it. I guess it's been an hour, so let's talk about a story I had at work. Let's see. I'll give you a quick one, I guess. One time when I was there, we were running I think it was a pre-release for Magic. Pre-release or draft weekend special event thing. And the guy I was working with one of the friends slash customers, you know, when you work in a small group in a small building, you kind of like friends and customers kind of intermingle from time to time. So it is generally a safe practice. Don't make friends at your game store if you work at one. It just becomes bad times. They start abusing you to do things for them, especially if you have like key access and your boss isn't too afraid of you being there after hours and stuff. Or like if you tell them ahead of time to like, hey, I run like, you know, we play Warhammer after the store or something. As long as you know like he can trust you to do some shady shit or, you know, sell.
We still have 9 left. Okay.
So, anyways, that out of the mind. Where he went with a friend of the business, and a person comes in. The dude's just like, hey, how are you? You know, you're at the counter watching the Magic players. You know, keeping an eye on the store.
And to anyone new joining in, my name's Small Oakpeak, in other words, Small Snowy Owl. I enjoy shiny hunting, tabletop games, trading card games, and much more. Today, I'm doing some MapleStory level grinding with my good friend Hellcat64.
So yeah.
And yeah, we're just chilling. Also, he's playing the TCG game that came, or kinda out.
So they went out, and a guy came in, and he was wearing a coat, you know, long coat, stuff like that. Kind of looked a little older, roughed up. And just like I'm sitting at the desk, you know, watching everyone. I asked him like, "Hey, how are ya?" Says nothing. Heads straight to the back of the store, starts messing with the figures, and then ends up going to the washroom. You know, like normal thing. Comes out and leaves. It's like, okay, he probably just wants to use our washroom. And then 10 minutes later, this really string bean of a dude blasting music on his speaker, looks sketchy as fuck, comes into the back of the store like, it's like, hey, how are you? Says nothing. I was like, okay, people are kind of being rude today. And then he walks to the back of the store, frantically flips the same figures the other guy was looking at, walks into the bathroom, and all we hear is some like upset screaming. It's like the guy just being like, oh, and I hear the toilet, like somebody lifting the ceramic lid off the toilet. I'm just like, what the fuck's going on? And so he comes out after, and I go to like check on the bathroom to see if he didn't just destroy something. And when I did check, he did remove the toilet bowl top where the water fills in, and anyways, yeah, he fucked with the toilet, we'll just say, and yeah. That's not enough to completely. Oh, that's kind of dumb. Anyways, yeah. So like, hey, what the hell did he do? As the people that I was working with came back from their lunch trip, whatever, their break, they're like, "Oh man, what happened? There's some dude going out." Apparently what happened was the guy went out. And it was raining here. And he went into his outside to the side of our parking lot, and just started screaming at this guy and dumped his bag out. And when we went to go check, he had a pocket scale, a bunch of little tiny baggies, and I think like a busted phone on the side of the road in a puddle. Like he was purposely trying to cover up evidence. And this ended up becoming what we basically was a dead drop gone wrong in our store. That or the guy was supposed to be dead dropping something and he thought the other dude was that. And it was a joke on him or something. He just misunderstood the situation. Or that or he was trying to like steal piping or copper or something. Like, it was just one of those strange encounters. Yeah. That's one of the stories so far. Oh.
Oh?
Oh. People are buying cards again.
Okay. I thought you got like a good pull or something.
Not yet.
Yeah.
No, we'll open all these cards. We'll see what happens.
Do you have like an air purifier in that store? Yeah? Cool.
Ooh, full art. Let's go.
Ooh.
Full art piggy.
Full art piggy. Set up. I want to buy more dice. That's the next goal. Now, how about dice for hire? I feel like I should talk to our founder if we should make a Twitch channel still. Get some more Hammer games in, show people.
Okay, next day. And turn on the purifier.
All right, now it gives me a chance to work on these quests.
These quests, why not those quests?
couldn't do that. It couldn't be that easy, can it, game? Now it can, haha.
Can be that easy. Take a look in a book, reading Rainbow. Shabingus. Shabingle, shabungle. Wow, okay. Mr. Big Spender here. See, another story, I guess. Another story I have is, we'll call it the JD saga. Now, there's every kind of store or group of stores kind of has a person like this. And what this sort of person is, they're the dude that kind of looks out of place. Not like in the sense of how they act or dress or something. It's like,
alright, I know what to do.
I guess
anyway.
how it's not. How can I rephrase this? They don't look out of place in the sense of like style or who they are. It's more of how they act towards the staff or the product of your place. And this dude would come in like the most Mr. Dress Up looking character ass person that you would see, and faking stuff, trying to get sympathy. And this dude would always come in, try to load up our shelves with stuff like put on hold, and he was trying to make deals out of our parking lot with people he'd try to secondhand sell instantly, when the person could have just walked into the store and bought it for half off from what the guy was trying to sell it to him.
Alright.
And this guy was doing this so much and just walking around with so much shit in his backpack that you could just table him. Like the thing where somebody crouches behind somebody and you push them over, tabling. And got away with thousands of dollars of stuff at max. And this guy was doing this to a bunch of different places. Like he was sports stores, collectible stores, video game stores. And it got so bad that they were basically walking around, armed. Now, if it was a real weapon or if it was a knife or something, I, for one, where we live, that's like super, super not allowed. Though I am personally myself, I am pro carry to protect. But how this guy was, he just wasn't right. It was like he was carrying to protect and other reasons for bad reasons, not just because it's a right of a human to be able to carry to protect, or for a hobby or for a collection. Not going to get into that political stuff, but it got to a point where we had to ban them, and then other stores did. Law enforcement was involved. I might go into a little bit detail this more if this is interesting to somebody, but I kind of collect my thoughts so I don't dox anyone or do anything illegal, because I don't know if it's an ongoing investigation or not. But it was wild, and yeah, in the end he ended up getting banned, and we had him come in when we banned him being like, hey, I wasn't supposed to give this guy money, whoopsies.
Ooh,
yeah, he basically came in and we're like, yeah dude, yeah, no,
that wasn't though.
and yeah, so this guy needs it. Okay. But yeah, so we banned him. He's like, oh well, keep an eye on this guy who used to be my friend. Stole my Pokemon. He was trying to sell it. And it's a dude who's been going there for a long time, way before we knew this guy. There's also, him and his other friends were smoking and doing like beer and stuff behind at our dumpster by the park where kids could see it. Like, we're inside of a public area that people travel in, and there's kids. Like, we pride ourselves being like a family-friendly store. So it's like, man, you can't do that. This guy comes in, he's like, here, buy all this Pokemon. We're like, hey, man, we don't buy Pokemon. And, you know, we also didn't say it to him, but we're like, yeah, we're on the lookout for people trying to sell Pokemon stuff. Like, because, you know, we were told that they were stolen. And he ends up, like, threatening us, and he's gonna do all this stuff, like, hey, like, watch yourselves when you leave tonight, all this stuff. And his quote-unquote friend had to quote-unquote drag him out. So that was a cool, fun encounter. And yeah, we just never see those guys ever again. A lot of the times too, on that same sort of thought, you have the people that come in, and if you're a penny more or something like that, they'll just leave just outrageous comment about your store online. Like, one dude in his Magic cards, and him trying to sell stuff on the week of a release of a very popular Magic set. What?
Oh, just yawning.
Yondu.
Yes, Yondu indeed.
Mortgage, Borgish, Horgish, Torgish.
Arsene Hargan.
Be Ferguson Day.
Also, we're not hating on anyone. We're just being random.
Being silly. Just little goobers.
Yep. What's this about being little?
You know what I said.
I know.
Don't you dare take the card that I just put down, you bitch. That's why we normally do this stuff when it's on a slow period of the day, or before we open it. We set stuff out.
And yet you don't do it before you open. You do it during your open.
Well, because I only have one shelf.
Then get more shelves.
Gotta save money for that. I should have enough, actually. Yep. I can put more cards out, but I don't have more cards to open.
Whoa, hey buddy. I don't know who you are, but I'm just starting to fight you, like, right now. I killed you. We're good. And to anyone new joining in, my name's Small Ookpeak, in other words, Small Snowy Owl. I enjoy shiny hunting, tabletop games, trading card games, and much more. Today I'm doing some Maple Story leveling on my only character while chilling with my good friend Hellcat64.
I had to burp, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't have enough to buy stuff, I do. Stock reorder. Lead packs. Add cart.
Gotta keep on doing that for in case. Alright. Yeah, what was that other place? I'm just trying to remember to myself.
Oh, you have 2 stores? Treat.
Okay, so I have a bit of a way to get to them. I should be able to.
Take your money and leave.
Oh dear, okay.
Thought I bought that. Guess not. Stuck on the table.
I don't know the context of this, but I'm going chuckle about it anyway.
I'm trying to get around the table I have by the exit so I can go throw a cardboard for a box.
Ah.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Alright, so which...
Which what?
Oh, there's like an item I need to find.
Do you really?
Oh, for quests. And 2. Okay. Better be quick about this. Oh, right when I was at the portal too. Whatever.
Also, debit machines, your best and worst friend.
Yeah.
They can't do certain amounts and like tapping and stuff. Like will charge you more at certain amounts, and you'll constantly get spam calls from companies trying to sell you a better version of it than what you have. Pain.
Which apparently is a Naruto character's name.
What, Pain?
Yeah. No, just watch. Naruto fans are going like, oh, you never knew? Like, okay, like, I kind of knew just because my brother was big into Naruto in the days, but he would not stop talking about it. So I know some things about it, but I don't really care. And if I offend you, I do not care. I'm sorry.
Fair, I don't care about Naruto either.
And Boruto.
But yeah, boring toe.
Oh, the amount of hate that will come from this stream.
Fuck.
Which, I learned something.
What?
One Piece is on a 6-month hiatus.
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
We shall start the franchise.
Anyways.
I'm just saying.
You're just Saiyan? Or are you Super Saiyan?
Now that's a longer franchise than One Piece.
I don't know, One Piece is the longest ongoing.
I mean, like, if you look at the different amount of Dragon Ball franchise from, like, release of 19
there's
whatever.
Series. But like
It's like
One
going
Piece-
on.
One Piece is still the like continual story.
No, there's a different anime out there that is longer than One Piece.
What's longer than One Piece?
Ah, crap, I can't remember. If you look it up on Google, it should say.
Yeah. I just punched the microphone.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna punch it.
Well, don't.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Googly McBoogly. Meow. Oh, come on. Wow, nice stuff to do.
Oh, hey there, bud.
I think I'm going to start ending it here. After this day, I think we're going to call it. Again, I wish I kind of had the mods up and running so I could do a better actual pack unboxing, you know, do this for longer, maybe on a day when I have off and not busy. Like October to December is like the most, it's for everyone, it's the most busiest time of the year usually, but for me it's definitely the most busiest time of the year. There's a lot of, you know, family stuff, a lot of, you know, personal life things I need to do to with events and hobbies and monies and stuff, you know. So it's hard to get free to do things more than normal. So I'm just gonna try again to try to get the mods working and get this back up and running and maybe do this for a good chunk of the day. But anywho, so with that, I think we're gonna leave you guys off with another story. Again, this VOD will probably be up on YouTube, so don't have to worry about that. But yeah, we had. I'll leave you with this juiciest one: the tale of the cat girl at our store. But first, I gotta be right back. I gotta use the washroom. So when I get back, we will talk we'll tell that story. So hold on, I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. We'll BRB.
Hi. Ah, darn it. Well, I'm glad that it brings us back here. Oh, yay, welcome back.
I am back. So, where were we? Yes, the story. So, when the first few years me starting at the shop, we would, I tried to do some things, you know, I'm young, I'm like, you know, a year or so after high school. I wanna like, kind of prove myself, make myself worth keeping, because, you know, parents are like, in your ears, like, oh, you gotta prove yourself, you gotta make yourself, you know, job security, have you. So I wanted to do something. We came up with the man, you know, the tallest of our shop, you know, our boss man, came up with the idea, why don't I run an RPG night? So ran it for a while, and right near the, like, our first year / beginning of the second year of it, where we were starting to get people, I would get what would be known forever as the problem table. This is where players that other tables didn't want, and to be blunt, yeah, this was where all the problem kids or people with issues or need, you know, requirements would go, because the other tables, you know, they didn't want to deal with that stuff. They were, they had their friends, they had their clique, they didn't want others bumming in or having issues. And I was able to kind of somewhat wrangle these people together. It didn't matter if they would spend the entire night in a dungeon, because, you know, they were, you know, rambunctious and you had to wrangle them. So in that sense, I had this new girl. This, won't say names or ages, because at the time of when this happened, you know, stuff would be, that stuff was sensitive for that sort of thing. Warning about this story: this does deal with some heavy subject matter, and my ears ringing to warn me about it. So this is your warning on that. This is the last story before we leave. So if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for stopping by. If this is not your thing, feel free to skip this and go watch one of my other videos, or check out Small Upik's Twitch channel, which will be down below in the description. Or you should be able to, I think I did a shout out. If not, I don't. Let me recheck if I did a shout out. I'll shout them out here for those who are on
Yes.
Twitch watching. I'll shout them out here. But shout out. Boop. There you go. Shout out to him. Heyo. But anyways, so that's your warning. Go check him out. He plays Maple Story. He does actual, you know, unpackings, you know, pack openings in real life. Plays games, all that other stuff. But yeah. So yeah, going into that, let's get into the story. So we did this, and this young lady, this young girl, fresh in high school still, comes in. And she has this big suitcase, starts rambling. She's like really early. She does this every time. For the first like few months that she was there, for the only few months she was there, and kind of think nothing of it. It's a little bit weird. She's kind of being. I'm super blunt to like, and blind to, you know, how people interact with you. I'm not the prettiest person. I don't get flirted at. I don't get talked at, or two. I get talked at, not to. So I was super oblivious, being dumb and young. Still dumb, but I was younger in that sort of, and super dumb in that area. And so after that happened,
Alright.
Stuff was happening. And throughout the times that she was there, she started doing a thing that you shouldn't really do with strangers and stuff, and that is venting her issues. Now, it's like, I guess a compliment that they trusted their, you know, game people to be like, hey, you're someone you trust, you know, talk to an adult. But this person was dropping some facts that were just not right to talk with people, unless they were, you know, a psychologist or, you know, law enforcement. So we're having issues with that. And then, again, I'm paraphrasing here. I'm not going to go into the full detailed story unless somebody wants that. And then again, that's something I'd have to write out. But she starts going into these things about that, and throughout the day also she starts, she's cheating, she's fudging dice rolls, you know, rolling stuff before I even tell her what to roll, kind of hiding it using like funky dice. Her character sheet she made was like this cat girl thing. She's being cringe as fuck. In the store, basically, you know, doing things like that. And, you know, thousands of potions, all stats at 20, so on and so forth. And, let's leave it to this. And 7 dissatisfied, whatever. Anyways, so,
Yeah.
she's doing that stuff, and I kind of talked to her about it, and she ends up, one day I go and grab stuff. Usually I know I've had mixed things on this, and usually, and I agree with them, like, you shouldn't do this with people, especially if they're younger, or customers that just kind of go into the store only for events. But it's like friends of the store, or friends or staff, it's okay, but usually you shouldn't do this for safety reasons, especially depending on where you live and where you work. But I was early, I was getting ready, I was going to go grab some lunch, because I usually eat just before after we're done setting everything up, because it takes a while for my group to actually get there and, you know, chill out. So I offer the people who show up early, I usually always offer them like a coffee or a hot chocolate or something.
Going to be right back.
something for them. It's just a thing we do to, you know, show like kindness to our because they're usually the ones that are always playing there, are the ones that arrive, and they're usually the DMs. And if somebody's willing to DM, especially for free at your store for D&D nights and stuff, you should, you know, gift them something, be it maybe discounts on products or, you know, offering them at least a coffee or something. So I did it that one night, and she said, "Can I join you?" I'm like, "Sure." Like you're not joining me, but you can walk the direction, you know. And she lays some really heavy shit on me where I'm like, "Man, this is not okay." And the big thing that leads into it, after all the meowings and being cringy and cheesing the rolls and just, you know, dressing inappropriate for size and age, the end of it joins, she was a victim of some sort. I won't go into details. Again, that's for another day when I can actually write out properly how to describe stuff, you know, without prying too much. This is, again, all information that was told to us by her. Some of it confirmed by another family member, but I won't get into details anyways. That's up to you guys for later. And, you know, not even up to you guys. That's just not going to happen right now. Anyways, in the end, it came down to we're playing in the Amber Temple in Strad, because of course it's always Strad. It has to ruin my favorite freaking, you know, setting, Ravenloft. And she's sitting at the table. My table goes quiet, and I'm like, "Why is it quiet?" And one of our friends leans over to me. He's like, "Hey, wardrobe malfunction, aisle 5. Just like, "What?" I look over towards her direction, and yep, just kind of like, luckily her back, you know, it's just bad, but luckily her back was towards the other players, so no one really saw it unless they were sitting at the desk. And even then, I think the one person that was at the computer, you know, running the till, didn't notice. But yeah, she had the mountains out in sight, though they weren't 100% exposed, and they were slipping out of the under coverage of the shirt, you know, 2 layers that are there. It broke containment of the first layer and was about to slip out of the second. And I had to go up to her and be like, "Hey, you know, that's not like, you know, yeah, you got a wardrobe malfunction." She's like, "Oh, sorry." It makes it like, it's like, "Oh, sorry," kind of like does a whole jiggle kind of visual to make sure like the whole table's kind of watch her do it. And at that point, I went up to my manager and I was like, "Hey, yeah, no, this is not okay. I wanted her gone the last couple times this happened. Can you please like make her go?" And the manager at the time was very hard trying not to kick people out, and like wasn't really giving me power to be like, "Hey, you wanted me to be like the head of this event. If I say I don't want somebody at the event, you should just be like, 'Hey, oh, why do you not?' And if I can give you any reason that's, you know, not bad, like, you know, oh, I just don't like that person's culture or something, you know, like the usual. Like if I can give like a decent reason why, you shouldn't you know, they shouldn't question it and be like, 'Well, we don't want to ban people.'" So in the end, they finally came to it and we were allowed to, and the person never showed up again to our store. And then yeah, a few days later, family members came by, you know, looking for gifts or something, and that's where we kind of learned more about it and stuff like that. So with that has been, you know, 2 hours of TCG player, shop simulator, what have you. Again, didn't have the mods. It's late. When I get the mods in, we'll try playing this again. And, you know, just kind of be us chilling, so I can just ramble. Maybe have some other friends stop by. I'm gonna save the game here. Saving game. Main menu. Oh, but yeah. So that has been TCG Card Shop Simulator. For now, we'll come back when we have better mods. I still have a lot more stories to tell and information to give, and critiques to give about this game as we unlock more, play more, and I remember more events that have occurred in my life at working and playing at game stores. So if you guys like this and you stayed for the last story, thanks so much for chilling with me. If you guys stay in the chat, make sure you stay there, and we're going to go raid the one we've been streaming with. So stay there. You'll get bonus points at that point, like channel points and stuff. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys later. If not, I'll have this stream
Okay, I'm
uploaded
back.
to
I
YouTube.
forgot to mute. Oh well.
So yeah. With that, guys,
All
thank
right.
you so much for stopping by. We will see you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye.